Alright, guys, so try to keep this short and sweet. Let's go. Week 15 in the NFL 2014 season. So, first, of course, you have the Thursday night game. The Arizona Cardinals go to St. Louis to take on the Rams. I think the Rams will upset the Cardinals. Seems like every year the Rams at least get one win or so with the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals are 10-3. But remember, they're on the road. So no Carson Palmer. They're Fitzgerald banged up. And the running back, from what I know, Andrew Ellington is still out with an injury. So, and that Rams defense is pretty good. Offensively, they're not very good. However, defensively, I think they will be enough to beat the Cardinals. And move on to the Sunday games. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. The Steelers, they're hard to predict at times because, you think you know this team and then they just lose to really bad teams. And then they just beat teams that are either mediocre or not that bad. So it's kind of weird to predict them. I can see why some people are picking the Falcons here. But I'm going to go with the Steelers here, and I think the Steelers will win. You see the Green Bay Packers going to Buffalo, take on the Bills. I think this should be a pretty relatively easy game for the Packers. I think the Packers will win this game. You see the Cincinnati Bengals going to Cleveland, take on Johnny Manziel. That's right, Johnny Football. More Brian Hoyer, Johnny Football. But I don't think Johnny Football's first NFL career start will be different because I think that Bengals defense will pressure him. And I think Cleveland will know that they don't really have a really game-changer quarterback. I know people are saying Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. I mean, I just think with his kind of play, it's not fit for the NFL. And, he's still a rookie. This is his first season. This is his first start. So, I can't expect Johnny Manziel to light up the world, especially against the, Bengals defense is not really that bad either. So, anywho, you got the Houston Texans going to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. All I gotta say here is Colts are probably gonna light it up against the Texans. I know last time when they faced each other, Thursday Night Football was relatively close, but I think both teams have changed since then. And Indianapolis, of course, is the home team, so I'm with the Colts. Look at the open arenas going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will bounce back here. I know they've been on a little bit of a losing streak as of late, but I think they'll bounce back against a really bad Ravens team, so I think the Chiefs will win. Except that Miami Dolphins to the New England Patriots. Now, the Patriots do win this game. I believe they do clinch the AFC East. I think they will win this at home. They will get revenge after week one after that terrible loss on the road in Miami. So I think the Patriots will win. And you got the Washington Redskins going to New York to take on the Giants. Obviously, both teams are horrible. They're horrible and they're bad. But I think the Giants will win this game. You see, at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Carolina to take on the Panthers. Now, normally I pick the Panthers in this situation, but Cam Newton, I believe, will be out of this game, and Derek Anderson will start. Now, ironically enough, the only start Derek Anderson has had this year was the first game of the season against the Buccaneers. And he played relatively well. But I think, again, I smell a little bit of upset here, and I think the Buccaneers might sneak one in and be a spoiler to that horrible, and I mean horrible, NFC South division. So I think Buccaneers will sneak a victory. You get the Jacksonville Jaguars from the Baltimore take on the Ravens. Jaguars, we all know how bad they are. Ravens, they're not that bad of a team. I mean, 8-5. I mean, yes, not amazing, but still not a bad record. So, no Baltimore. And you move on to Denver, going to San Diego, take on the Chargers. Chargers go. Now, I can't believe I'm doing this. But again, I'm going with another upset here. I'm going with the Chargers, and here's the reason why. Here is the reason why. Peyton Manning has problems for years against the Chargers. And when last time we saw on Thursday Night Football, the Chargers didn't have Flowers, they didn't have Manti Te'o. A lot of the members of the team were banged up. Now you have Manti Te'o, who's back. Obviously, he got the interception last week. It's Brady. Brandon Flowers is back. And Julius Thomas, he's started the last couple of games, I believe, and he's been effective. They haven't really used him in the offense, so I don't know what the heck's going on with Julius Thomas. I guess Payne's got to work on his mechanics, man-made tight end. But anywho, I think the Chargers will pull an upset and win at home against the Broncos. I know, and people say, "Oh, you're a Patriots fan. You just wish about to have it." Of course I am, but I honestly think, the Chargers, a rare loss in December was last week, and I don't think Lennon can hit twice at home. They got the New York Jets going to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Both teams are horrible. Mettenberger's out for the season, and I got Jake Locker at the Hurt Locker, and I believe the only backup they have is Charlie Whitehurst still on that team. Oh my god. But it's just because of the home team, and I still think the Jets are still somewhat of a mess. I think the Titans will win at home. That's like one of the rare times I've ever said that all season. The Titans win a game. Okay, so there you go to Minnesota, taking on the Lions. The Lions usually crumble up in December. They're kind of like the Cowboys in some sort of way. If they're ever successful, they crumble up in December. And but I think the Lions should beat the Vikings at home, so I'm going with Detroit. You have the San Francisco 49ers going to Seattle taking on Seahawks. Yeah, I'm done picking the Niners forever. Alright, Kaepernick, I'm sorry if you're a Niners fan, but Kaepernick sucks. Alright, your offensive line is horrible. Your running game is non-existent, and that defense is not as good as it once was. Seattle. They got Sunday night game. Of course, a big Sunday night game. Tony Romo and Dallas Cowboys go to Philly to take on the Eagles. And I'm going to pick the Eagles here. I know they won last week, surprisingly. The Cowboys did in December. But this is where the things start rolling. You know, it's a huge game. I know Mark Sanchez didn't look that good. He hasn't looked good for but remember, this is the same team that just pretty much slaughtered the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. So, gotta remember that. And last but not least, you got to the Monday Night Football game. You got the New Orleans Saints going to Chicago to take on the Bears. I just got one word for this. Ew. But I think the Saints will beat Chicago. And at Chicago, the Bears are just a mess. Brandon Marshall's injured, and psychologically, I don't know if he's even there. Yeah, I got points. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. For me,